What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this American Horror Story episode 1 and 2 breakdown, review and speculation. Now, stories did not satisfy my hunger for AHS, and it has been almost 2 years since 1984, which I adored every single minute of, and now we're here with the 10th season. It feels surreal that I used to sit there 10 or 11 years ago and watch season 1 before my driving lessons to take my mind off how much I hated them. And now Ryan Murphy is back after 10 seasons and also, a 2-year break because of that little thing. And he's thrown everything at this 10th season with a returning Evan Peters and Sarah Paulson, in my opinion, icons of the show. But I am happy to see Lily and Finn take season leads, which allows Evan and Sarah to disappear into the craziest roles they can get. And of course, Finn is, his stock is rising as he will be playing Guy Gardner in the HBO Max Green Lantern show. As the name indicates, we have 2 parts. Now, part 1 is Red Tide, which we've seen, and that is by the sea, the weird sort of vampires, non-vampires. And part 2 is Death Valley by the desert, which will feature aliens, which, of course, aliens have been a mystery ongoing in this show for years. Some actors are even pulling double duty, like Sarah Paulson, and no doubt that these characters and stories will converge at the end, because just like Cult, Apocalypse and things like that, what we see now is not how it's going to end. The Blockbuster Casting was, of course, Macaulay Culkin, who is here playing Mickey, a male sex worker who was superb in the opening 2 episodes. Now, Red Tide features the Gardner family. He's playing Guy Gardner in Green Lantern. Okay, that's interesting. So we have Harry, Doris, and Alma as they head to a winter retreat. Doris has a job redecorating, if you can call that a job, because it seems like it's more of a hobby for her, as an Instagram interior designer, while Harry is a screenwriter tasked with writing a pilot. His career is in jeopardy as the procedural crime shows are on their last legs, which we hear from his agent, played by Leslie Grossman, who, in my opinion, has been a perfect addition to this rolling ensemble cast the past few seasons. She was just stunning in all of the seasons she's had so far, and I think the standout for me, for her, possibly was actually 1984 as The Last Girl. He is suffering from writer's block, and his wife is just not that good as a designer. She had a job before and walked away, and their daughter is talented but frustrated she's unable to play the violin perfectly. Provincetown is a summer retreat but deserted here in the winter, and I really liked how Harry was dressed like Alan Wake, the iconic video game character who was also suffering from writer's block, who travels to a vacation spot with his wife, and it all goes wrong. That's, I believe, on Game Pass, which you can go and check that out. It is one of my favourite games of all time, and it connects with Control, which I've not finished yet. I didn't really click with Control, but I'm really liking the story, so I might sit down with that after I've finished Age of Calamity. We soon see Provincetown is not the safe place they expected, as Doris and Alma are chased by a Nosferatu-looking pale creature, which form the main threat of the first episode. We also see T.B. Karen, played by Paulson, who warns Harry to get out of Dodge. Of course, she's the creepy kook and no one believes her. But just like Hypodermic Sally, there's far more under that rough exterior. And I did like the reverse of what we saw in Cult, where she was being tortured and tormented at a convenience store or a supermarket, and now she's doing the reverse. I thought that was pretty cool. After the attack by the Pales, we meet the Chief, played by Adina Porter, who downplays the events. I feel like the pills, Pales and other shady stuff is a sort of known secret, and she mentions that she's going to just move these druggies down the coast who have possibly Lyme disease, which I'm not sure if that is a joke about the whole coronavirus thing. We all had the corona and Lyme thing back at the start there, and she's probably happy with the pill takers killing as it saves her a job. Now, Harry heads out and we meet Mickey, but it's not long before my favourite part of the episode happens with Belle and Austin singing Islands in the Stream. I really think both of them understand the assignments. Both these actors are just superb, and they are creatives who take the mysterious black pills. We will later see Harry kill a pail, and we learn just what they are as Harry is given the black pills by Austin, and they release unbridled creativity in creatives who have talent. That's key. The ones who do not have the talent will become the pale husks, which our boy Harry kills. So if you don't have talent, you become one of them. And there's more and more people being drawn to this area due to, streaming apparently. Now these pales also ignore you if you are someone with talent, so that's a bit of a thing there. And they're made by the chemist, who we will see played by Angelica Ross. The promo at the end looks like this mystery and the aliens go far back to Eisenhower, and I'm going to be curious to see where this goes. Now he takes them, and despite his wife's anger about wanting to leave, he finishes his pilot and just keeps writing and does it non-stop, and the studio green light his actual pilot, and he took the pill and his daughter saw, which leads to the end of the episode. His daughter's also frustrated and also scared of the town with the pails, but Harry can't write without them and falls further into the downward spiral. The side effects were not told to him, and we see Belle try to bite Mickey and uses Karen to do a dirty work and get her snacks in between feeds. It turns them into sort of vampires. Their thirst for blood fuels their creativity, and Harry is led on a murder with the others, and they fuel themselves by feasting on the drug addicts and vagrants that no one will, at least they think, miss. Like others, he needs the sharp teeth, and I thought it was weird how the first episode didn't feel like AHS, didn't have that real campy and kookiness, which ramped up heavily and quickly in the second episode. Now, Billy Lord returns here as a fellow pill user, as a dentist/tattooist, the Kat Von D of Provincetown, but, not an anti-vaxxer. Here's the trademark Ryan Murphy campiness, and however, he's getting his teeth did, his daughter takes the pills and insults the mother heavily. As I thought the mother would be lambasted and ousted, I do think that she will be taking the pills and end up as a Paley. We will see Harry go further down the rabbit hole as we saw him murder someone at the end of the episode. And this is a world away from stories. Let's just forget about that, because the true AHS is back, which I absolutely adored every minute of this two-parter. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. What do you think is coming next? What are your thoughts? And what do you want to see? Do hit that like if you enjoyed the video, and do subscribe with notifications if you want more, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.